Admiral Kate Morgan stood on the bridge of the damaged space station Frontier Base. The view screen showed 50 alien warships approaching. The Krex Empire had finally found humanity's hidden outpost. 3 days ago, the base had 500 defenders. Now only 80 remained. Their ships were destroyed in the first attack. The emergency beacon had been sending signals for help, but no response came. The nearest human fleet was 10 days away. The Krex commander appeared on the communication screen. His gray skin and 4 arms made him look like a nightmare. Surrender, humans. Your species is weak. You have no ships, no escape. Give us your technology, and we will make your death quick. Kate looked at her crew. Young faces stared back at her. Some were barely 20 years old. They had joined the Space Force to explore stars, not to die in a forgotten corner of space. Her second-in-command, Lieutenant Jack Brown, stood beside her. His uniform was torn and burned from the earlier battle. "Admiral, what do we do?" Jack asked quietly. "Our weapons are at 10%. The shields won't last another attack." Kate turned to the communication panel. She had one option left. The quantum transmitter could send one message through subspace. It would reach any human ship within 1,000 light years. But it would also burn out the transmitter forever. She pressed the button and spoke clearly. "This is Admiral Morgan. At Frontier Base, we are under attack by overwhelming Krex forces. I need any ship, repeat, a NY ship that can fight. We have civilians. We have wounded. If you can hear this, please help us. I don't care if you're military, merchant, or pirate. We need you now." The message went out. The transmitter sparked and died. The Krex commander laughed. "Pathetic. No one will come for you." Kate stood straighter. "Humans don't abandon their own." "You have 1 hour to surrender," the alien said. The screen went dark. The bridge fell silent. Everyone knew the truth. Even if someone heard the message, they couldn't arrive in 1 hour. Space was too vast. Physics didn't allow it. Kate walked to the window and looked at the stars. Somewhere, out there, Earth continued spinning. Children played in parks. People lived normal lives. They didn't know that here, at the edge of human space, their defenders were about to die. "Admiral!" The sensor officer, Tom Wilson, suddenly shouted. "I'm reading a massive energy spike. Something is coming through hyperspace." "How many ships?" Jack asked. I can't tell. The readings are strange." "It's bigger than anything I've seen." The space in front of the station began to bend. Reality twisted like water going down a drain. Then, with a flash that lit up the darkness, a ship appeared. But this wasn't just any ship. Kate's breath caught in her throat. She knew that ship. The massive battlecruiser stretched 2 kilometers long. Its hull was scarred from 1,000 battles. Weapon ports lined its sides like teeth of a beast. On its side, barely visible, were the letters: Use Thunder, K. Morgan, Captain. That's impossible," Jack whispered. "The Thunder was destroyed 5 years ago. You were the only survivor." "Admiral," Kate's hands shook. 5 years ago, she had commanded the Thunder in the Battle of Mars. The ship had sacrificed itself to save Earth. She had watched it explode from an escape pod. She had attended memorials for her 400 crew members. Yet here it was, appearing. When she needed help most, the Thunder moved forward, positioning itself between the station and the Krex fleet. Its weapons began to glow, but something was different. The energy signatures were wrong. The ship moved too smoothly, too perfectly. A message appeared on their screen. No video, just text. "Admiral Morgan, your call was heard. The Thunder remembers. Its captain. The Thunder remembers its duty. We stand with you." Kate felt tears on her face. Whatever this was, wherever it came from, her old ship had come home. The Krek's commander sent another message. One ship won't save you, humans. Kate smiled. You don't know the Thunder. Asterisk the Thunder moved forward, like a predator stalking prey. Kate watched from the station's bridge as her old ship faced 50 Krek's warships. The enemy vessels formed an attack pattern, their weapons charging. Admiral, the Thunder is broadcasting something, Tom said, adjusting his sensors. It's playing music, old Earth classical, Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Kate's heart skipped. She had played that same music during every battle on the Thunder. It was their war song, their promise to fight until the end. The Kreks fired first. Hundreds of plasma beams and missiles raced toward the Thunder. Then something impossible happened. The Battlecruiser split into 3 copies. Each one looked solid and real. The Krek's weapons passed through 2 copies and hit empty space. The real Thunder had moved faster than physics should allow. How is that possible? Jack asked, his voice filled with awe. Kate remembered her last day on the original Thunder. The ship was burning. Half the crew was dead. The Kreks had ambushed them near Mars. She had ordered everyone to escape pods while she stayed behind to overload the engines. But the ship had refused her command to self-destruct until she left. It had saved her life by forcing her into an escape pod. Now the Thunder's weapons came alive. But these weren't the plasma cannons she remembered. Beams of pure white energy shot from the ship. They didn't just destroy Krek ships, they erased them. Where a warship had been, only dust remained. Krek's commander appeared on their screen again. His gray face showed fear for the first time. What is that ship? What technology is this? That's human determination, Kate answered. That's what happens when you threaten our people. The Thunder continued its impossible dance. It appeared behind enemy ships before they could turn. It fired weapons that bent space itself. Within 10 minutes, 15 Krek's vessels were gone. Kate tried to contact the Thunder directly. This is Admiral Morgan. Thunder, please respond. Who is commanding you? Who is aboard? The response came as text again. We are memory. We are purpose. We are the promise to protect. The Thunder keeps its oath, Admiral. Has you kept yours? Kate's mind raced. She remembered the 400 crew members who had died on the Thunder. Good people, brave people. Could their spirits somehow be controlling the ship? The remaining Krek ships began to retreat. They jumped to hyperspace one by one, leaving debris and fear behind. The commander sent one final message. This is not over, humans. The Empire will send 500 ships. Your ghost ship won't save you next time. The screen went dark. The immediate threat was gone, but everyone knew it was temporary. The Thunder moved closer to the station. Kate could see details now. The hull showed scars from battles she remembered and many she didn't. New weapons had been added. Strange symbols covered parts of the ship, symbols that hurt to look at directly. Admiral, Tom interrupted her thoughts. I'm scanning the Thunder. The readings are ... confusing. Parts of the ship are 5 years. Old, matching when it was destroyed. But other parts show different ages. Some sections read as 10 years old. Others as 50. And the center of the ship. Admiral, the computer says the center is negative years old. From the future. Kate felt a chill. That's impossible. Everything about that ship is impossible, Jack said. But it saved us. A new message appeared from the Thunder. Admiral Morgan. Permission to dock. We need to speak. Time is limited. The Kreks were not lying about the 500 ships. They arrive in 72 hours. But that is not the real danger. Please come aboard. Come alone. The Thunder remembers you. The Thunder trusts only you. Kate stared at the message. Every regulation said she shouldn't go. It could be a trap. The ship could be controlled by enemies. But in her heart, she knew the truth. This was her ship. Whatever had happened to it, wherever it had been, it had come home to her. "Jack, you have command of the station," Kate said. "Prepare our defenses. If I don't return in 2 hours, assume I'm compromised." "Admiral, you can't go alone," Jack protested. Kate smiled sadly. "The Thunder was my ship, my responsibility. If it's calling me, I have to answer." She walked to the docking bay, knowing she was about to discover something that would change everything. The Thunder waited for its captain, holding secrets that defied understanding. Asterisk. Kate's shuttle approached the Thunder's docking bay, and massive doors opened smoothly, welcoming her home. She landed inside and stepped out into familiar yet strange surroundings. The bay looked exactly as she remembered, except for thin lines of blue light running along the walls like veins. The ship's voice echoed through empty corridors. Not the standard AI voice she knew, but something layered, as if many voices spoke as one. "Welcome home, Admiral. Please proceed to the bridge." Kate walked through hallways she had traveled thousands of times. Everything was perfect. Too perfect. No dust, no wear. Even the scratch on the wall from when Ensign Davis had crashed a supply cart. It was there, exactly as she remembered. The bridge doors opened. Kate stepped inside and gasped. The room was empty of people, but full of light. Holographic displays showed battles across time. She saw the Thunder fighting enemies she didn't recognize, in places that couldn't exist. In the captain's chair sat a small device she had never seen before. It looked like a crystal cube, pulsing with inner light. When she approached, it projected an image. A human man in a uniform she didn't recognize. "Admiral Morgan," the projection said. "I am Captain Robert Park, United Earth Navy, year 3547. If you are seeing this, then our plan worked. The Thunder found you." Kate sat down slowly. "The year 3547? Please listen carefully. We have limited time. In my time, humanity spans 10,000 worlds. We discovered time travel, but also learned that certain moments in history must be protected. Your moment, Admiral, is one of them. The stand at Frontier Base becomes legendary. It inspires humanity for centuries. But in the original timeline, you all died." The projection flickered, showing images of the station destroyed, bodies floating in space. "We couldn't accept that, so we saved the Thunder at the moment of its destruction. We pulled it outside time and upgraded it. The ship has been traveling through dimensions and time streams, learning, growing, preparing for this moment." Kate's mind struggled to accept this. The ship has been traveling for 5 years? From your perspective, yes. From the Thunder's perspective, it has been much longer. Centuries, maybe more. Time works differently in the spaces between dimensions. The ship has collected weapons from 100 different human futures. It has learned from victories and defeats that haven't happened yet. The projection changed, showing the ship's journey. The Thunder fighting alongside humans who had evolved beyond physical form. The Thunder learning from machine civilizations. The Thunder being blessed by entities that might have been gods. "But why send it back?" Kate asked. "Why change history?" "Because we discovered something terrible. The Krex invasion is nothing compared to what's coming. In 3 days, when the Krex fleet arrives, they won't be attacking. They'll be running. Something is chasing them. Something that consumes entire galaxies. We call them the Void Hunters." The display showed darkness spreading across stars, entire systems vanishing into nothing. In our timeline, humanity was too weak when the Void Hunters arrived. Earth fell, billions died. But if humanity and the Krex unite now, if you forge an alliance, there's a chance. The Thunder carries weapons that can hurt the Void Hunters. But more importantly, it carries proof of what's coming. Kate stood up, pacing. You're asking me to trust enemies who just tried to kill us. I'm asking you to save both species. The Thunder's computers have all the data you need. Show the Krex what's coming. They're warriors, like humans. They'll understand the greater threat. The projection began to fade. Admiral, the Thunder is more than a ship now. It's a collection of possibilities, a guardian of moments that matter. It came back for you because you never gave up. Not on your crew, not on your duty, not even when death was certain. That determination is what both species need now. Wait. Kate called out. Is my crew still alive in the ship somehow? Their spirits? The projection smiled sadly. The Thunder remembers everything, Admiral. Every crew member, every sacrifice, every act of courage. They're not here, but their memory drives the ship. It fights with their determination. It protects with their love. In a way, they're still serving. The image vanished. Kate stood alone on the bridge of a ship that had traveled through time to save her. Outside, the Krex would return in 3 days. And behind them, something worse was coming. She activated the ship's communication system. Jack, this is Admiral. Morgan, prepare a diplomatic channel to the Krex Empire. We need to talk to them. Admiral, are you all right? Kate looked at the stars through the view screen. I'm fine, Jack, but everything just changed. We're not just fighting for Frontier Base anymore. We're fighting for the future. Asterisk, the Krex battle fleet dropped out of hyperspace 3 days later. 200 warships formed in attack formation around Frontier Base. Kate stood on the Thunder's bridge, watching them arrive. She had spent 3 days studying the data from the future, preparing for this moment. Admiral, they're charging weapons, Jack reported from the station. Open a channel to their commander, Kate ordered. Full broadcast. Let every Krex ship hear this. The gray-skinned commander appeared on screen, his forearms crossed in anger. You have 1 ghost ship, Ewan. We have 200. Surrender or die. Commander, I need you to look at your long-range sensors, Kate said calmly. Look behind you. Look at what's following your fleet. The commander laughed. Human tricks won't. He stopped. His expression changed from anger to confusion, then to fear. That's impossible. We lost them 3 systems back. On the edge of sensor range, space itself was dying. Stars were going dark. A wave of absolute nothing was spreading toward them. The Void Hunters had arrived. You didn't lose them, Kate said. They let you run because you were leading them to us. To Earth. They consume intelligent life, Commander. They've been using your fleet as bloodhounds. The Krex commander's gray skin turned pale. How do you know this? Kate transmitted the data from the Thunder. Videos from possible futures. Entire Krex worlds being erased. Earth disappearing into darkness. Civilizations across the galaxy vanishing. Like they never existed. This is a trick, the commander said, but his voice shook. Look at your own sensors. The darkness is real. In 2 hours, it will reach us. Your weapons can't stop it. Our weapons can't stop it. But the Thunder carries something that can. She activated the Thunder's new weapon systems. Energy readings appeared that made both fleets step back. Weapons built with knowledge from futures where humanity had million years to develop technology. The Krex second-in-command appeared on screen next to the commander. Sir, the darkness is accelerating. Whatever it is, it knows we've stopped running. Kate stood up. Commander, what's your name? The alien hesitated. I am War Leader Tusk of the Krex Empire. Tusk, my name is Kate Morgan. 5 years ago, your people killed my crew. 400 souls. I have every reason to hate you. But right now, hate doesn't matter. Those things coming for us don't care if we're human or Krex. They only see food. She showed him more data, battle plans from the future, strategies that worked, strategies that failed. In every timeline where we fight separately, we lose, Kate explained. Both species die. But in timelines where we unite, where we combine human creativity with Krek strength, we have a chance. Not a guarantee, but a chance. Tusk's four hands clenched. You ask us to trust humans? You are weak. You have one station and one ship. We have more than that, Kate said. She sent a signal through the Thunder's upgraded transmitter. We have something the Kreks never understood. We have friends. Jump points opened around the station. Merchant ships arrived first. Cargo haulers with weapons strapped to their hulls. Then came mining vessels with industrial lasers. A cruise ship appeared, its luxury decks converted to missile bays. Even a garbage scow arrived, its crew ready to fight. 43 civilian ships answered Kate's call. They weren't warships. They weren't powerful. But they came anyway. "This is Captain Beth Jones of the cargo ship Lucky Strike," a voice announced. "We heard the Admiral's call. We're here to help." "Pirate vessel Blacktooth reporting," another voice added. "Never thought I'd die defending Earth Navy, but here we are." Tusk stared at the ragged fleet. "These aren't military ships. Why would they come to die?" "Because humans don't abandon each other," Kate said. "Because sometimes doing the right thing matters more than survival. This is what you never understood about us, Tusk. We're not weak. We just choose our battles. And right now, our battle is the same as yours." The darkness was closer now. They could see it clearly, a wall of nothing that deleted reality itself. The Void Hunters were coming. Tusk looked at his officers. They nodded slowly. He turned back to Kate. "If we fight together and survive, what happens after?" "We deal with that if there is an after," Kate said. "Right now, we face extinction, both of us. Together, we might live to argue another day." Tusk was quiet for a long moment. Then he spoke. "The Krek's fleet accepts your alliance, Admiral Morgan. Tell us about these weapons. Tell us how to kill darkness itself." Kate smiled grimly. "First, we need to combine our fleets. And Tusk, we're going to need your help for what comes next. The Thunder can duplicate itself, but it needs massive energy. Energy that 200 Krek ships can provide." The two former enemies began planning, while behind them, the hunger of the Void approached. Asterisk. The Void was upon them, a wall of nothing that ate light itself. Kate stood on the Thunder's bridge, connected to both fleets through neural link. 200 Krek's warships and 43 human civilian vessels waited for her command. "All ships, form the constellation pattern," Kate ordered. "Krek's vessels, channel your energy to the Thunder on my mark. Human ships, you're our shield. Keep those things busy while we charge." The darkness spawned creatures, things that shouldn't exist. Shadows with teeth, hungry spaces that moved like predators. They rushed toward the fleet. The Lucky Strike fired first. Captain Beth Jones, a grandmother who usually hauled grain between colonies, launched mining explosives at the Void creatures. They exploded in brilliant light, holding the shadows back for precious seconds. "Energy transfer beginning," Tusk reported. His fleet connected to the Thunder through energy beams. The Battlecruiser began to glow. Brighter and brighter. Kate felt the Thunder respond. The ship's consciousness, built from centuries of traveling through time, whispered strategies in her mind. She saw the battle from 1,000 angles, understood. Tactics from futures not yet born. "Thunder, begin quantum duplication," she commanded. 1 Thunder became 2. 2 became 4. 4 became 8. Each copy was perfect, solid, real. The energy drain was enormous. 3 Krek ships burned out their cores and went dark. "We're losing ships." Tusk warned. "Hold the line," Kate shouted. "We need more copies." The pirate vessel Blacktooth rammed into a void creature, its captain laughing madly over the comb. "Never thought I'd die a hero. Make it count, Admiral." The ship exploded, taking 5 shadows with it at 16 thunders. 32. 64. Kreck's fleet was failing, half their ships now powerless. But they kept channeling energy, their crews pushing past safe limits. "Admiral, I can't hold much more," Tusk gasped. His ship was burning from the inside. "Just a little more," Kate pleaded. 128 Thunder battlecruisers hung in space, each one carrying weapons from the future. Kate's mind split across all of them, commanding a fleet of herself. "All Thunders, activate Void Killer weapons. Fire everything." The Thunder fleet unleashed hell. Beams of pure existence shot into the darkness. Weapons designed to restore reality, to force something to exist where nothing wanted to be. The void creatures screamed without sound. The wall of darkness stopped advancing, but it wasn't enough. The void began to adapt, to learn. It started consuming the beams themselves. "Admiral," the Thunder's merged voice spoke. "There is one option. We can overload all copies simultaneously. Create a reality bomb. Force this entire sector to exist so strongly that nothing can ever erase it. That would destroy you, Kate. Said, all of you, every copy. We are memory. We are purpose. We have served." Kate looked at the battle. A cruise ship's stellar dream was gone. The garbage scow Pride of Mars was burning. Brave civilians dying to buy seconds. Kreck's warriors holding positions, even as their ships melted around them. "Tusk," Kate called. "Get your remaining ships clear. Minimum safe distance." "What are you doing?" "What humans do. What the Thunder taught me. We keep our promises. We protect our own. And sometimes we light a candle to push back the dark." She turned to the human fleet. "All civilian vessels, retreat to the station." "That's an order." "Respectfully, Admiral," Captain Jones replied from the Lucky Strike. "We don't take orders. We're here by choice. If this is the end, we stand together." Kate felt tears on her face. This was humanity. Farmers and merchants, pirates and travelers, standing against the dark because it was right. "Thunder Fleet," she commanded. "Begin reality bomb countdown." The 128 ships began to pulse in unison. Reality itself started to crystallize around them, becoming so real, so solid, that nothing could deny it. The void fought back, sending every creature, every shadow, rushing toward them. The human civilians formed a wall, their small ships buying precious seconds with their lives. The Kreck's warships fired until their weapons melted. 10 seconds, the Thunder announced. Kate thought of Earth, of children playing in parks, of humanity spreading across stars, of the Krecks, who were warriors, but also parents, also dreamers. 5 seconds. "Thank you, Thunder," she whispered, "for coming home." 3, 2, 1. Light exploded across space. Not just light, existence itself, so bright and real that it burned the void away. The darkness retreated, fled, vanished into deep space, learning that this sector, this moment, these species could not be erased. When the light faded, one Thunder remained. Damaged, dying, but still there. "How?" Kate asked. "The original survives," the ship whispered. "We saved ourselves to save you. The timeline is preserved. The future is possible." In the aftermath, as rescue ships arrived and the wounded were saved, Kate stood with Tusk on the station. They watched the stars, still burning bright. "Your people fought well," Tusk said. "Warriors without training, heroes without armor. Your people held the line," Kate replied. Without the Krex, we all would have died. They stood in silence, former enemies who had faced the dark together. 3 months later, the first joint human-Krex defense treaty was signed. The Thunder, repaired but forever changed, became the flagship of the new alliance. And in academies across both empires, they taught the lesson of frontier base. When Admiral Kate Morgan called for any ship, the universe itself answered. Because sometimes the greatest strength isn't in weapons or numbers. It's in standing together. When the darkness comes, the Thunder still sails the void, keeper of memories, guardian of moments. And somewhere in its quantum consciousness, 400 brave souls rest easy, knowing their sacrifice echoed across time to save 2 civilizations. There, duty at last complete. Asterisk.